Interesting. Everything I have set out right in front of my squishy sight spheres is really quite interesting. Since I now follow Cool Math Games on Twitter after I had everyone spam remind me if I forgot to follow them after I finished recording my video, I noticed in a tweet they created or retweeted that a server they were playing in had 200 players all in the one sim server. How this was possible wasn't something I was fully aware of at the time of discovering the tweets, so it's safe to say that my confusion levels were at an all-time high. Look, after all my time on Roblox, I have not once known if it's pronounced Shedlet Sky or Shedlet Ski, but either way, this man tweeted, spoiler alert, totally unplayable, with a screenshot of 199 players out of 700 max in one single Roblox server, and of course it's a slow game. Is that even a surprise to anyone? How this server allows 700 people per server is well and truly out of my knowledge zone, and the same goes for where this person found 200 people willing to join the sim server all at once and probably have their devices all just collectively explode. But I think the biggest and the most pressing question that we should be asking ourselves here is why? Why would Roblox ever make it a feature to allow this many people in a server at once? I believe that, excluding a few exceptions, Roblox previously allowed a maximum of 50 people in one server at a time, and the option to go higher than that was just never a thing, and oh my god, rightfully so. All too often do I see servers full of 50 out of 50 people, and they still have the warning of slow game right above them, so someone then thought that 700 was a good idea. 700? Really? Guys, you need to complete this challenge, but you only have a few seconds to do so. Please make sure you leave a like on this video. Oh, and let's not forget to subscribe to the channel as well, because we are trying to climb our way up to the lovely number of 260,000. With the addition of free VIP servers to Adopt Me, the game servers filled up to the new limit of 700 people in one server. This may have broken a record on Roblox, and overall, the free VIP servers have received positive reception. Some complained about lag, however. I mean, it 100% makes sense that people would be happy about having VIP servers on Adopt Me become free. I have no idea if that's a forever thing or if it was just a temporary change to test some things, but I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't free anymore by the time this video gets uploaded. Is this a new record? Thanks everyone for coming. This tweet is from New Fissy, the co-founder of Adopt Me, and the screenshots attached are honestly something I never thought I would see on Roblox. And I know I say that a lot, but believe me, if there was ever a time where I wasn't exaggerating when using that sentence, it has absolutely got to be right now. 698 players out of 700 max. How did this even happen in the first place? And why is this one not classed as a slow game, but the one with 200 people was? You know, it's quite fitting to see that Adopt Me was the first game to have just about a full server of this new 700 players in one server feature that some people are testing. After all of the previous Roblox records that Adopt Me has broken, why not add this one to the list as well? Someone asked, how do you get your server to be that big? And New Fissy replied with, it's a new beta feature, which basically just means that a few people have access to use it right now so that it can be tested, and this helps Roblox to see any problems it has and which areas need improvements or changes to be made. To be honest, push aside the obvious things of why on earth would any game ever need 700 people to be in one server at one time, and also the insane amount of lag that very likely comes from being in the middle of this big mess of a server, and I can't really see any problems that this feature would have. 700 players in the same server is a game that I have been sent a link to more times than I can remember in the last couple of days, and at the time I am making this video it literally has 16 players, so it's not quite the experience 700 players in a server that the description promises, but I feel like if I were to actually enter a game with 699 other people, my computer really would not be my friend after that experience. One interesting thing about this game is that it has almost 800 likes, which is expected. You know, people are intrigued by the idea of a Roblox game having more than the regular maximum of 50 that we have seen in the last however many years it has been, but the game also has 400 dislikes. Perhaps this doesn't seem like a lot, and especially when it's sitting alongside the 800 likes, since the likes are overtaking the dislikes, it looks completely fine, but 400 is actually quite a significant amount of dislikes, because usually a game with 800 likes will have like 10 dislikes. There is nothing wrong with the game, it's literally just a normal game that you join, but those dislikes have obviously come from people experiencing and quite frankly not enjoying the immense levels of lag that a 700 player server brings with it. If you are a part of the Roblox beta program, you now have access to enable 700 player servers for your game. They got a whole screenshot here of the maximum player count that you can choose in the settings of your game, and the weirdest thing about seeing this is the overwhelming thought of having to choose a number from 1 to 700. Like, why would you ever give someone this many options to choose from? If my game was supposed to have a large number of people in one game, I would have the hardest time trying to decide if I should allow 500 people or 600 people. Throughout the whole time I've been speaking just now, the only thing sitting at the front of my mind has been distracting me the entire time. All I want to know is why Roblox would ever think that anyone needs to have specifically a maximum of 700 people in the same server, or even need to have that as an option that's available. Perhaps Roblox live streamers would have a pretty good time having their viewers join the same 700 player server and seeing how that goes. You know, assuming that they have a powerful enough device to not have their entire stream just get destroyed and end out of nowhere. Or even some Roblox YouTubers, I can see them having some fun conjuring up some content out of this. Oh my god guys, I hacked Roblox so 700 of my fans could join the same game. Have fun with that one. At the start of this video I mentioned something about ChloeGames and how they played one of these 700 player server games with some fans or something like that. Overall the game had a 700 player server capacity, but we had a lot of fans too. A bit of lag, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure the maximum I saw them reach was around 200 players, and even that warranted a lot of lag for so many different people. I guess if you play Roblox on a tablet you can probably join the game that has 700 people in it, but don't accept it to be functional. If you play Roblox on a mobile device, you can forget about it. That is most definitely not happening. I've never heard of any game having 700 people in the same place at the same time, let alone any of the games on Roblox. I can imagine some might upgrade their 50 player servers to 100 player servers, or maybe even 200 at a max, but the amount of games that go beyond a maximum of 200 players per server is probably going to remain kind of minimal. All jokes aside though, seriously, this is actually just a fun little feature more than anything else, and it's interesting overall. Yeah, that's a word that we can use for this. But anyway, let me guys think of Roblox giving people the ability to have their maximum players at 700 people per server. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.